the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll get a look at the Penguins, Jalen Waddle, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
It's the Chargers and the Falcons,
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down from this challenge.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. McKinnon. 7 yards there and a first down. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On first down, McKinnon, and he'll work down inside the 45. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Taken down at the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff, and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinnon, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground here, and Sanders taken down at the 42. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out and forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Now it's first and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
On the ball. On the ball. Set.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second and 3 forthcoming.
Come on, set. Set.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback. Third and short, McKinnon. Shoves him away. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Second and 6. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Let's go now.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try with McKinnon. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 101 yards on the ground now for McKinnon. He's got a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 16. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jakeem Grant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 27, Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. That is caught by Thielen. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Touchdown, Chargers! Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football, but still, not bad for one half of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard.
2nd and 1. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On second down, McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Ready.
On first down, McKinnon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 127 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, his throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch out now. 50 carries.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 43 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a second down run with Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Another run here with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Mahomes going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. 19 yards that time for number 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A little juke. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Waddle. 40 yards. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, They came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Falcons, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And take it right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here again is McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 186 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of
touchdown Chargers. Jalen Waddle from 4 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Falcons, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter.
And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Mahomes. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Gain of 15. And the Chargers first down.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the way. First down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So, for the Chargers,
They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.